What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Labrynth, and I think it's a little bit better during the next format with the purely cards. You know, we'll see that activated during their turn. You set your 5, and then you summon from the deck in the next turn. And then on the other side, we see Melodious, and I think it's a little bit worse, obviously, you know, being able to summon from the deck quite a bit here. A little bit of a mid-range deck. Before we dive in too much, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, channel a lot. We are going to be seeing Melodious going to be going first with a copy of Ostinato. Summon out that Botcha, then summon out the copy of Shapina. Shapina can add the refrain back, which can then be normal summoned out. Searching for that copy of Couplet, which we are going to be seeing. Couplet can then summon back out that Soprano from the graveyard, and then we're going to be able to activate the Couplet to search for the Concerto. This is going to be the full combo that we know. We have the one card Ostinato combo. We're going to be seeing Concerto use all 3 to go up into the Etoile. And then we can scale both of them. We're going to be able to activate the effect of the refrain, dumping from the deck a level 4 if we wanted to. We could dump the Ariana here. They're thinking on this. Yeah, okay. We're not going to be dumping first. We're going to go up into a Bloom. Bloom can then discard a second Couplet. That's going to be the big combo. And, you know, we're going to be chain link 1 and 2. Being able to bring back out and drawing a card as well. We see the level 7 being summoned, and then we're going to be able to summon out a Ariana as well, or an Aria, as well as a copy of we're going to see an LG and a Soprano here. So not going for that copy of, and we're going to be seeing the Soprano add back. Then we can fuse up into a Shiberta. And then we're going to add back the Shapina once again. Or we're going to add back with Shapina the copy of Soprano once again. And we special summon out the copy of Aria in the hand here. And then we can fuse up into a second Shapina here. A Shiberta there. So we have a full end board. This is like the ultimate end board here. Can't be targeted. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. We have a bounce as well as a 6 DD Crows and then a set card as well here. Against Labrynth, it's not going to be the best. We are going to be seeing 4 cards being set. And then just passing turn on this. Unfortunately, we can't bounce face down cards, or else that would be kind of broken. But we're going to be seeing them just pass on that as well. You know, leaving that same set as the set that they have in their opponent. We're going to see the Couplet going to be activated. Now searching for the Concerto once again. And if we turn everything to attack position, I wonder how it's going to resolve. Then we could see a simultaneous equation cannon being face down there, which could solve a bit of, or could cause a bit of a problem here. But Etoile will be able to bounce back our cards, making it so that we do last the turn anyways. We're going to go Battle Phase. Ariana is going to attack. We do chain the Daruma Cannon to this. And we let that resolve, flipping everything face down. And then Ariana will, or the lady will summon herself out. And then we do go flip up the Shiberta. They chain a Calm Pulse on the Etoile, and we chain Lady to that, being able to set the simultaneous equation cannon. We're going to see the Etoile being flipped face up, or bounce back. We then summon out the RS, the LG, as well as the Shiberta once again here. And we are going to be in a bit of danger. We're going to be seeing the Shiberta attempt to banish those 2. And then we see a Concerto fusing all 3 away for the Etoile once again. And then we're going to be seeing both the cards being placed back into the Spell and Trap card zone, or the Pendulum zone here, my bad. Then we're just going to pass turn on this. So we will see the lady turn herself into attack position. She can't threaten the Etoile, but we do get a boost off of the LG, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which is going to, yeah, it's like a 300 boost, I believe, which is going to be making it so that we have more attack than that lady after all. Now, we haven't gone an extra deck twice the previous turn, so we can't go for a Typhon. We're going to attempt to attack into the Ariana, making us take some damage, but not destroying it, because we are under the Ariana, of course. And they just pass turn on this. So we see the simultaneous equation, just waiting here to be able to flip face up. We see, yeah, we can't activate the couplet because Concerto is in the graveyard. But we can just go battle phase and start attacking over this stuff. I mean, equation should have been flipped up during your opponent's turn if they wanted to do anything. We see them go battle with the Étoile. They flip up the copy of the Daruma Cannon once again. Étoile can be chained to this so that we don't set off the lady. We're going to be seeing the Étoile activate here, and they let it resolve by banishing just the Étoile. Okay. And then we're going to bounce the lady back to the hand. Interestingly enough, we then can flip up the Ariana or the Aria here, and they're going to think on this. We can lady summon herself out once again because we have activated a trap, and they are thinking on this. We do Herald negate, and then we summon back the Étoile here in the end phase. We're going to see the Labrynth player set 2 more cards. And then there's pass turn on this. We are going to be seeing the Shabert attempt to DD Crow. We hit that with a strike there. I wonder if it's worth striking that copy of Étoile. And then Concerto will be able to put back and then draw. And we do see a counting of the simultaneous equation cannon here. And we do flip it up. And we send. It is going to resolve because we can put back 2 level 4s, which is going to be an 8. A very easy way to banish. You know, having an 8 on the field is going to be very problematic. We see the whole entire board being banished there, which is going to be very problematic. We see Étoile then going to be able to summon back out a refrain from the deck. Refrain can then search for the couplet, and then couplet's going to activate the effect, bringing back the Soprano. Then Soprano can activate the effect to add back. We can add back the Shabura to the extra deck here because we do not have any more of them. We have gone through 2. And then we get to draw as well for turn. So we activate a couplet searching for that Concerto. And then we activate Concerto to fuse, fusing up into the Boccia. Boccia can then activate its effect once again, as well as chaining both of them to summon themselves back out. And we see a summon of another Refrain. Refrain can then activate searching for that Sonata, giving us an attack boost as well. And we can go for another fusion summon, or we can link away. It looks like they're going to go up into a Bloom. The summon is going to get hit with a strike. We still have the Concerto as well as the Boccia in the graveyard to summon back out here. And this is going to be pretty problematic, especially when we start taking so much damage here. We're going to be seeing Boccia activate, and our opponent just scoops it up on that, realizing that they have just lost the game. So we see game 1 being taken by Melodious in a very weird way. We see simultaneous equation resolve, banishing. Obviously, an 8 is quite easy to hit. 2 level 4s, and I think it was a level 5, or a rank 5, I should say. So they had 13 cards in play. And that, I think the card's pretty simple, you know, but if we had the Étoile to be able to bounce back, we can then change how the equation resolves. Obviously there. People are thinking that the card's very complicated. I think the card's actually very simple once you understand it at a point. Like, for example, Memento and Melodious both have the same ability to pop or bounce their cards to allow you to play around the simultaneous equation cannon. But if you don't play a deck that can like manipulate their cards counting, then obviously is a little bit more complicated. But for me, I found it quite simple just to pop a couple of my cards, popping their traps, and then they make it to like them a weird or random combination of like a 13 or something like that, making it very hard for them while I have a level 3 on the field. We are going to be seeing the Labrynth deck going to be able to go first here. They're going to normal summon a copy of Ariana. They're going to hit with a copy of Veiler, or Imperm in this case. They do chain the lady, now summon itself out because a trap was activated, or Ariana in this case was activated. They do Herald negate that. And then we activate a Prod of Prosperity, letting us add 1 from the top of our deck, and we do shuffle, which we are not supposed to do. It's not duality, but it's not going to make that much of a difference when we just set 3 and pass. If we have any way to search the deck, we're going to be seeing an Ostinato being activated here, letting us fuse we used 3 cards from our hand, and we still have an Ostinato. That's going to be a pretty good combo to me. We go for that Botcha. Botcha is going to be activated on the field here, and we do see a strike hitting that. Okay. And we're going to be seeing now the Botcha effect going to activate, letting us summon out that Refrain. Refrain can then activate its effects, letting us search for that copy of the Couplet. Couplet can then summon out the Soprano from the graveyard, and we're still cooking. And then we can activate the Soprano if we wanted to add that Sonata back to the hand. Okay. Couplet's going to be activated, letting us search for Concerto. And Melodious is going to be on a roll now, only having face down 2 back row and then no other cards in the hand here. We're going to be seeing a Concerto being activated using both of the extra deck cards to go into a Shiberta. And then we're going to be seeing both of them summon themselves back, or place themselves back on the pendulum scale. And here we have to think. We're going to summon with the Sonata. And then we fusion summon, or we link away into a Bloom. Bloom's going to activate the effects, discarding the LG here. And we summon from our deck the 7 and the 4, or the 4 being the Aria. I mean, we can still Pendulum Summon, which is going to allow us to add back as well, which is pretty fine. We're going to add back the level 4 off the level 7. And our cards can't be targeted, or Melodious monsters cannot be targeted here, which is very important to note. But we then Pendulum Summon out the level 4, and we activate the effect to Fusion Summon. And we see a Daruma Cannon, flipping these all face down, and then sending that Bloom to the graveyard. We just passed turn on that, and we're going to be seeing the Big Welcome going to activate the effect, allowing us to summon. So the Lovely is going to be summoned, and then bouncing the Ariana back to the hand, letting us normal summon it next turn once again. And we see that that Prod of Prosperity Shuffle is not going to matter when we add that Big Welcome here. We're going to be seeing the Lovely destroy that Concerto, or the Couplet there, my bad. Then we're going to normal summon with the copy of the Ariana we drew for turn as well, and we search for a Lady here. So maybe having another trap, which we are going to be seeing the trap being set. And then Lovely can set a trap as well. Going to be setting the Daruma Cannon, which is proving itself to be very good against this board. You know, being able to Book of Moon twice now so far. This is the 3rd time, I should say. Twice in the 2nd game. But yeah, quite good. So we're going to be seeing the Shapina being attacked over. Very good card to beat over, especially when they would be able to flip it up and then start adding back their cards themselves. So we are going to be seeing the Big Welcome bouncing back the Shiberta there, and then we're going to get the Argana draw as well as the Lovely Pop, popping the first movement solo. And Labrynth is kind of controlling this game state at this point, being able to kind of decide how the game's going to go. We're going to activate the Soprano going up into the Botcha. Botcha will activate its effects once again here. Chainlink 1 and Chainlink 2 the Couplet. And we're counting the cards. Simultaneous Equation Cannon might be flipped face up here. We're going to see Refrain going to activate once again, searching for another Couplet, and they're counting. So we definitely have a simultaneous Equation Cannon set somewhere. That's going to be a fact. Now, I wonder if they're forgetting that Lady can chain to it to set another card to kind of change the board once again here. So we're going to be seeing them send. And we just see us scoop it up here, realizing the game is going to be lost. Moving on to Game 3. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, like I was mentioning earlier, the fact that we only play level 8s, or the fact that our big guys are level 8, definitely impact the gameplay as well. You know, there are some times where, you know, we even go 3 and 3 because we control a Shiberta, or even a 2 and a 2. But there are some like really weird like combinations. Like if we have like a level 6 on the field, we send the 3, so we 6, and we can send like a 6 as well, which is going to be impactful. There's just lots of different options that we can do when we play like the generic 6s and the 7s and the 8s there. With the 8 and the 6s are definitely the most easiest. But moving on to game 3, we are going to be seeing the Melodious deck going to be able to choose to go first. Not going to have to worry about that until the 3rd turn here. We're going to see the Awesome Hope being played once again, going for the Botcha. Botcha going to be summoning the Shapina here. The same combo we saw last time, being able to add back the Refrain. Refrain is going to be the normal summon, activating the effects for the Couplet. Couplet will then reborn out the Soprano in the graveyard. We already have seen this, and our opponent has no interruptions, so it's going to be resolving quickly. We already have the Concerto in the hand, unfortunately, which is going to allow us to then search it again during the follow-up turn. Kind of nice that we get to have that ability, though, I guess. We're going to go for an Etoile, and then we can link away for a Bloom. They're thinking on this. So here we're going to go Refrain first, sending the Aria, because it's not in our hand this time. And then we can go up into the Bloom, activating the effect of Bloom, discarding an Imperm for cost, and then we're going to be chaining the Concerto, putting back to the bottom of the deck, and drawing a card. And we see the level 7 being summoned back as well here. We're going to summon most likely the LG and the level 4. And then we can activate the level 4 effect to add back, adding back the Ariana here. And then we're going to be activating the effect to fuse up into the Shaberta. We're going to be seeing the effect of the level 7, adding the level 4, and then we summon Pendulum, summon out both here. We're then going to fuse up once again into another Shaberta here, having 6 DD Crows, and then setting a card as well. And we have the Couplet to search for the Concerto, and we don't activate the effect. Oh no, we misplayed for sure. You know, everything was going so well until that moment. But that's going to be a follow-up option, which is not going to make that much of a difference, I guess, in the grind game, which is going to make us always have the ability to search it and not get popped by the Lovely. We're going to see Prosperity going to activate Banishing Sick. We hit that with an Ash Blossom, and I see a copy of Simultaneous Equation, a cannon in the hand. We see an Ariana activating the effects on normal, hitting that with an Imperm, summoning out a lady here. And with this, we're going to be seeing card counting again. We have 1 left in hand. We're going to go Etoile, and then we should summon them back. I mean, yeah, a lady not being able to set immediately is going to be a bit of a problem. But we are counting the cards once again. Concerto is going to activate, searching for a Couplet. Or Couplet's going to search for the Concerto, I should say, here. But we're going to be seeing them turn to attack position. And will this be enough for game? If it is uninterrupted, it's going to be. They're going to count the cards. I think the only option that we have is going to be Simultaneous Equation Cannon. They're going to attack with Aria first. We do flip up Simultaneous Equation Cannon. Do we not chain Etoile to this? So we're just going to banish it there to make it so that we can summon out the lady to protect ourselves. And then we're going to be seeing Etoile attack. And we just scoop it up, realizing the game has been lost. We're not going to be able to protect ourselves. I think there was maybe another Simultaneous Equation Cannon as well there, but unfortunately not for Labrynth. We do see Melodious take the win here with those cards. Being able to dodge a Simultaneous Equation Cannon for the final time there, which if they did not, it would have been very impactful. Fortunately for them, they got to avoid it. Regardless, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see more content like this, and stay safe. Peace.